Could we see Ricky Thornton Jr. in a sprint car? Is dirt late model racing becoming too much like NASCAR? We'll talk about both of those things today, plus Sunday results, Lucas at Eagle tonight, and much more. Let's go. It's Monday, July 15th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Imagine having a dedicated team of experts who know your Kubota equipment like the back of their hand, ensuring your downtime is minimized and your productivity is maximized. Unleash your Kubota equipment's full potential with K-Maintenance, the ultimate solution for proactive and preventative maintenance. Their expert technicians will work closely with you to identify and address potential issues before they become major problems. Develop a customized maintenance plan tailored to your specific needs. They'll provide priority service and 24/7 support, utilize cutting-edge diagnostic tools to get your equipment back up and running quickly, and offer scheduled reminders to keep you on track and reduce downtime. Don't let maintenance woes hold you back. Choose Cape Maintenance and experience the difference for yourself. Contact a Kubota dealer today to schedule your appointment and get back to doing what you do best. You can find the closest dealer to you in the My Kubota app or visit KubotaUSA.com. If you need the My Kubota app, you can visit the app stores or you can scan this QR code right there on your screen right now. At Eagle Raceway tonight, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series begins a stretch of 5 races in 6 days. Those are going to happen between Eagle, Shelby County, and Huset's. We're coming off 2 straight rainouts this past weekend, and Devin Moran is the most recent winner from last Thursday at 34 Raceway. No change in that Lucas top 4. Ricky Thornton Jr. still leading Jonathan Davenport, Devin Moran, and Tim McCready. The top 3, very solid right now. The only spot really up for grabs is that 4th position that McCready has. Hudson O'Neal, Mike Marlar still in striking distance, while Dalton Wilson and Garrett Alberson have given up some ground. After what we saw last week at 34, I don't know that I harbor any doubts about RTJ keeping his sizable lead, even though he's not driving for SSI anymore. I think it could take some time for that team to really figure it all out, but they showed plenty of speed in their debut. But I do think that McCready could come under significant threat from O'Neal. Neither McCready nor O'Neal have won since Speed Weeks way back at the start of 2024, but as of this moment, I feel like O'Neal is probably closer to a victory than McCready is, which isn't something I would have said a week ago. Anthony Burroughs and SSI's resources have vaulted O'Neal back into that conversation, and a second-place finish out of the gate was a strong statement. Huddy is not driving as a car owner anymore. That's a very different mindset. And he's suddenly got one of the top crew chiefs in the business backing him. The pressure, I think, will continue to be on O'Neal to perform, but some significant weight has been lifted. It's interesting, too, in the midst of all of this ride-swapping drama, Moran has won 3 of the last 4 Lucas features, and Jonathan Davenport has quietly been piling on the top 10s. 15 straight at the moment, and 21 of his last 22 races are top 10 finishes. We have not talked about them at all because of all of this stuff that's going on. And with the Outlaws off, you can expect some of those guys to race with Lucas this week as well. You should see Brandon Shepard, Bobby Pierce, and others at various points through the next several days. Going back to RTJ here for a minute, there are a lot of interesting things to talk about around this guy at the moment. First, I want to kind of talk about his extracurricular activities. After weekend Lucas races were rained out, Thornton ran the USAC Midget Show on Saturday, driving for Keith Coons. He had some issues, finished 17th. And then Sunday, he ran the IMCA show at Beatrice. Seeing RTJ run races elsewhere has not been a strange occurrence in the past. We've seen him run Chili Bowl, IMCA events, micro sprint stuff. But in today's Fast Talk piece at Dirt on Dirt, Kyle McFadden mentioned that new late model car owner for RTJ, Bobby Kohler, has given RTJ free reign to basically do whatever else he wants. So does that mean he didn't have free reign before? And if that's true, if SSI Motorsports, that version of RTJ didn't have free reign and he was running 100+ races a year without it, what does free reign RTJ actually look like? Todd Burns was quoted by Kevin Kovac as saying that Thornton has aspirations of going sprint car racing. So is that something we should be looking forward to? We've given Kyle Larson all of this praise for jumping car types, and we've talked about Logan Seavey getting attention for it recently as well, but maybe we need to start paying more attention here to RTJ. I also had a few of you point out comments about Thornton from Kenny Wallace, and there are some noteworthy things there as well. In one of his recent videos, Herm mentioned that super late model racing is getting closer to NASCAR with all of the money that's flowing around, $1 million haulers, all of that. And this idea that late model racing is becoming big time is turning some fans off who always viewed late model racing as smaller and kind of their thing. But let's be clear here about a big part of this whole story. It's the smaller and grassroots nature of dirt late model racing that allowed this entire SSI RTJ split to happen in the first place. I'm not privy to RTJ's deal with Todd Burns, but we know that lots of other top drivers in the sport, literally at this moment, don't have contracts to speak of. These are all very unstable handshake situations that can change at a moment's notice. And it's this lack of structure that allows for these moves to even be possible in the first place. Barring something unprecedented, Chase Elliott losing his ride with Hendrick Motorsports in July while leading the NASCAR Cup Series championship standings would be almost unthinkable. And yet in dirt late model racing, it's not only possible and thinkable, it's happened twice this season. So yes, the top levels of dirt racing are big money arenas, but we are very far from the boardrooms of NASCAR teams where contracts are ironed out by agents and lawyers and Fortune 500 companies are looking for measurable return on their sponsorship dollars. In Summer Nationals action on Sunday, Tyler Erb closed out the season-long championship with the win at Wayne County. Was his 11th Hell Tour score of 2024. He was able to take advantage of flat tires for early leaders Dylan McCowan and Nick Hoffman. Trey Mills, impressive there, finishing second. Corey Conley, third after starting 12th. There's still one more Summer Nationals late model event left that will happen on Thursday at Sycamore Speedway. On the modified side, Mike McKinney was the winner last night. He has taken over the points lead, although I don't know what the difference is down to Trevor Neville, as the standings on the website have not been updated as I record this. McKinney has won 3 of the last 4 races to take control, with just the Prairie Dirt Classic at Fairbury left to race. The PDC is just under 2 weeks away. At Volunteer Speedway, Dale McDowell went flag to flag for the $7,500 Southern Nationals victory. He topped Chris Madden and Ricky Weiss. With the first 3 of 12 races complete, Donald McIntosh leads Corey Hedgecock in the standings. The Southern Nationals go again tomorrow. That is Tuesday, July 16th at I-75 Raceway. With the Super DIRTRACKR Series at Weedsport, Stewart Friesen picked up season win number 2 in the Hall of Fame 100. He took over from Jimmy Phelps before halfway in lap traffic and topped Phelps and Perego at the end. Friesen was already locked into Super Dirt Week, so the guaranteed spot for the night went to Phelps. And we've had a mix-up in the SDS standings as points leader Matt Williamson DNF'd last night. That was after showing smoke and bowing out during the second half of that feature. Even though he's still winless, Matt Shepard now at the top with Perego just 2 points back in second and Phelps 3 back in third. Williamson, he's down to 4th. He's 10 points behind. But Peter Britton, Tim Sears are still in striking distance as well. Big blocks are back next week for 3 races over the border at Autodrome Drummond and Brockville. In Sunday sprint car action, Mark Smith was a winner at Tri-City and Scott Boguski picked up his first career victory at Huset's. Boguski kind of on a roll here lately. He's got 3 wins in his last 5 starts, including in weekly action at Knoxville. He's got an MSTS win at Jackson, and now this Huset score. He's also got an Outlaw Top 5 this season and was a Knoxville Nationals main event starter a year ago. He could be a dark horse type guy this summer at some of these big money Midwest races and maybe back at the Knoxville Nationals again. I feel like he's one where you wonder what he could do in a more top-level ride with a big-time crew chief and some sponsorship. Definitely finding some speed, though, in that Liebig car. All right, that's it for the show today. You have quite a few options on the streaming services, so make sure to hit up DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. Hope you guys have a great Monday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.